All right. Members of the culture. I'm Ra. You are here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Shout out to my man, Clever's Multiverse. Remember, respect the collection, respect the collector, respect the culture. Shout out to you, bro. Folks, welcome back to another episode of Take Five. For those of you that don't know, Take Five is where I take 5 minutes and I talk about a particular topic. You then weigh in on that topic in the comment section down below. Seems pretty simple, right? 24 hours in a day. I'm only asking for 5 minutes. Let's go. All right, on today's Take Five, I'm here to discuss a subject that can get a little dicey, I guess, or depending. It's divisive. But I want to talk about my main man, Todd McFarlane, right? So I'm trying to play devil's advocate here, both sides, because you guys know I do as best I can to try to stay in the middle, right? I give my opinion. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna hedge my bets. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you up front. I'm a McFarlane fan, right? But I like other things too. So you guys know I collect a bunch of different lines, right? But I do, as a whole, remain a McFarlane fan. He's somehow that license got extended from the middle of next year to the end of next year. I would not be shocked. I'm not saying that this will happen, but I would not be surprised if that license somehow got extended beyond that. Because at the end of the day, for all the hate that Todd McFarlane receives, his figures sell out. I mean, if the man was that terrible, why would all his figures sell out if it's that bad? You know, because you do have other options. But why? Why wouldn't you just wait for Mattel to take over the license? If he was that bad. I don't think he's that bad personally. I think he's come a long way. I'm not saying he's without blame. I'm not saying that every figure he makes is a hit. I'm simply saying that if that's the case, why did most of his figures sell out? Why do people go crazy about the Batman wave? Why are they going nuts over this new Joker he released that you can't seem to find anywhere? It's already being scalped on eBay. My point behind that is Todd McFarlane underappreciated? And I'm going to have another whole video, so I want to go ahead and let you know that there'll be another video where I talk about exclusively McFarlane, right? But then for the purpose of really, like, and take a deep dive. But for the purpose of this, is he underappreciated? Are you planning on starting over with Mattel? I'll be honest with you. Mattel's track record, I'm not hating on them as a company, okay? I love Mattel. But their track record, I say, could be a little spotty prior to Todd taking over. I like 7-inch figures. Some people like smaller. I like 7-inch. I like bigger figures, but that's just me. But I think he's underappreciated, and because I say I know what the license looked like before he got it. I do know that. You know, we can say what we want to about and criticize him for the things he does wrong, but overall, he's doing a better job than his predecessor. Mattel couldn't even keep Motu in. That's just what it is. That's not me hating. That's just me being completely honest. I don't have faith that they're going to keep up with the quality nor the quantity of figures that McFarlane does. So that's just me. But what do you think about that? Do you think they're really gonna put out figures as much as Todd McFarlane has? McFarlane has put out a boatload of figures. He's consistent with that since he's had the license, especially over the last year. He's really ramped up. Especially now he's super ramped up. And he's delivered some really bangers, to be honest with you. There's been some good ones. I won't bore you with the details. You can look it up for yourself. But is he underappreciated? Do you plan on starting over? Do you want to go back and start over? Because I don't think Mattel's going to keep 7 inches. They're probably going to go back to 6. If they go back to 6, do you really want to start over? Now you got a scale issue. So there's pros and cons to everything, right? When it's covering not just McFarlane, but starting over, period. There's pros and cons when you take on a new company versus an existing company that's doing a particular IP, right? Pros and cons. You got to start over, no matter who it is. You got to start over with McFarlane from Mattel. Are those collectors? Are you really willing to start over again and go to 6 inches? I'm not. But what about yourself? There's so many unknowns we don't know, right? I've probably got enough Batman, enough Superman. I say that, yet they'll probably buy another one of each. But the point is he underappreciated? Do you like Todd McFarlane? And what do you think about the future of DC figures, the multiverse line? As you can tell, that's my time for today. I've weighed in with my take. Now let me hear yours down in the comment section down below, ladies and gentlemen. Get active down there. I sure appreciate you. So look, until we meet again, please continue to stay tuned. Please continue to stay collecting. Please continue to stay great. I will see you all the next time we take 5.